What's up, guys? John Smith on YouTube. How you doing? You doing good? That's great. Yeah, today we're gonna be telling a story. I've never told a story on here before. Let's see how this goes. So this is the story of the time I went to Starbucks and I got into a confrontation. It's Starbucks. Like, I'm just trying to get some coffee. I'm just trying to start my day bright and early. So I'm pulling up in the Starbucks, right? So the Starbucks I go to is at a mall, but it's like in the parking lot of the mall. So you drive up, there's a four-way street, you take a left, and then another left, you in the Starbucks drive-thru, right? So I'm driving up to this crossway, and there's a blue car there on my left. And he doesn't have his blinker on, so I don't know whether he's going right or going straight. But he's sitting there for a while, so I'm like, okay, maybe he's just taking his time. Let me go around him. So as soon as I pull out, this guy wants to speed up and get cut off. Like, he cut himself off. I didn't cut you off. That's what he tried to get me for. He drives up, and then he puts both middle fingers up at me when he realizes that he's dumb, right? He's putting both middle fingers up like... And so I'm seeing this, and I thought it was funny. So I just look at the guy, and I'm laughing, because, you know, he just looks like one of those passive-aggressive people. So then I pull into the Starbucks drive-thru. And as I'm, like, pulling up, I see him do a U-turn back there. So he takes a U-turn. He comes up behind me, and somebody beats him to it. But he drives up next to the drive-thru, and now I'm blocked in by a car behind me. I can't move out of this place. I didn't even get to order yet because it was pretty busy. Starbucks is always busy, you know, white girls. I can kind of see what he looks like, and I'm kind of already not taking him serious just by his appearance. He just looked like he was scrawny, you know. He was probably amped up on some pre-workout, about to go to the gym, you know, to work arms again. Because he stepped out the car, and this guy literally had no legs. You could tell he went to the gym just by how he dresses. He's the type of guy who puts on clothes to make it seem like he goes to the gym, you know, a gym hoodie with like some weird saying that says, oh, do you lift or something? He steps out the car, and it's just funny to me now. Like, I don't even know what I'm thinking at this point. So I decided that I was going to diffuse the situation. And I think everybody should try to do this, you know. You don't always got to fight, you know. Fighting, it's just something that I don't really have time for, especially when you're busy. I don't even feel like fighting. I'm just going to try to diffuse the situation, get you up out of here, and I'm going to do me. As he gets out of his car, he pulls out this bat. I'm talking about a bat about this big. Like, have you ever been to the Tiger Stadium and they got those little wooden bats? It was probably like that, except metal. It was the metal equivalent to them little wooden bats. He runs up to my window, and the first thing he says, like, first of all, if you running up to my car with a bat, if you're really that angry, you just going to hit the car. You're not going to say anything. The first thing he says is, bro, I'm finna fuck your car up. And I'm just like, we'll do it. Go ahead. Because the thing is, it's like, I don't have money to replace it anyway. So why am I over here stressing? Like, I'm broke. When you broke, you really, you know, the struggle is real. You don't even care for the struggle anymore. You're not stressing about, oh, my windshield broke. No, you're just like, I'm broke. My windshield broke. We kind of on the same page. You know what I mean? He literally yells, I'm gonna fuck your car up about 5-6 times and never touched the car. Mind you, he never put one finger on the car. He's like, I'm about to fuck your car up. What are you thinking? I just got out of therapy. Oh my God, you don't even know who you messing with, bro. You don't even know. Just because you got out of therapy don't mean I'm supposed to be, you know, watching out for you. I ain't cut you off because I'm mad at you. I'm trying to tell him it's not a personal problem because he's getting real aggressive. You ever heard of little man syndrome? He was kind of short too. I want to say about 5'6". He looked to be 22 at 5'6". You know, that can really hurt somebody's self-esteem. He's just yelling and just being loud for no reason, trying to cause a scene. I'm about to F your car up, bro. I'm about to F it up. I'm about to F it up. I cut you off because I got to get to a shitty job I don't like. You probably mad because you late to a shitty job you don't like. We the same people. Go ahead. I ain't got money to pay for none of the damages. You ain't about to watch out for you. Everybody got problems. And so he kind of like, in his face, I can kind of see him reasoning with himself. He probably like, well, damn, I'm acting like a dumbass right now. So he thinks for a second. This guy gets back in his car and drives off. Like, you spent all this time getting so amped up to just waste it like that. So I'm just like, okay, you know, whatever. This guy, he was obviously mad at something. He got out of therapy. Maybe his therapist don't like him or something, you know. Maybe it's not good. He's wasting his money on therapy because obviously he still got anger management issues. So he gets into his car. He drives off. So I'm just chilling. I'm just like, wow, you know. I'm glad he didn't really mess up my car because, mind you, if he would have hit my car, I would have had to get out my car. Cops would have been called. People would have been alerted. I just don't want that. You know, I don't want that. I need to go to work. I need to make my money. I need to get up out of Michigan. You know what I mean? I'm in my car at the Starbucks line just thinking about what happened. Just thinking about how this guy had no intention of hitting my car when he got out of the car with that bat. Like, you just wasted your time for something so simple. And this is why, actions have consequences. If you guys blow up on something simple, really start to just stop and think about what you're doing before you do stuff. Because you're either A, gonna get hurt, B, gonna underestimate whoever you're trying to fight with, and you're gonna get hurt, or 3, you just gonna end up looking stupid. You just don't wanna do that. Nobody wants to look stupid. I'm just chilling, and then he comes back up, and I'm just like, all right, round 2, let's see what he's about to do. Rhyming. And so he gets out of his car and he comes up to my window and he's like, you know what, bro? I understand. I really, we like the same. I understand where you're coming from. I get it. I get it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to blow up. Here, I'll pay for your coffee. He handed me $6. So this man literally probably wasted 6 minutes of his life and paid $1 each minute to me. So basically, I got $6. He paid me $6 to cut him off. You literally just got yourself so amped up in the morning. It's the morning. I'm talking about, it's not 12 o'clock. It's not after work. It was literally 9:45 in the morning. No reason for you to be mad. You just woke up. The sun was shining beautifully. Moral of the story is really think about your actions before you act them. You know what I mean? Think about, should I be doing this? Should I really be getting amped up? Because it happens a lot. I'll be driving, somebody cuts me off, and I'm just like, you know what? We about to go to this red light. I could easily get out of the car, go up, cause a scene. But in my head, it's what does that matter in the grand scheme of things? Some of these little actions can really affect your life in the future. And just make rational decisions. Sometimes you need to fight. Sometimes somebody's messing with you. You don't really know how to handle it. You need to fight. But just make rational decisions on simple stuff like getting cut off at a Starbucks. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it for this story time. Tell me if you want to hear more. I got a couple more. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at HappyTree with a V. Follow me on Instagram at HappyTree with a V. And I will talk to you guys next time.